from beautiful and magical Edinburgh.
I'm so happy to be here.
I cannot believe it. It's our first time in this city, and it's actually our first time in Scotland.
Yeah.
But just from our arrival last night, we can already tell how incredible this place is.
It's magical.
I mean, look at this view from our hotel room. It is literally so beautiful.
Already? And this is just like the start.
I mean, look at it. Look at what's going on around here. We got the double-decker buses. We got some like castle-looking thing back there. We are so excited to get out there and explore.
So
I mean,
exciting.
I cannot express how excited we are. But before we get ready and do that, I wanted to talk about how amazing these matching lounge sets we
They're
got are.
so cute. They're honestly giving Edinburgh vibes.
I know. And they're the coziest things ever. We've been living in them literally since we got them. And they're actually from Skims.
I'm obsessed with Skims.
She has been for a long time.
I love them so much, which is why I'm so happy to say that they're the sponsor of today's video.
Yes.
Skims just launched their largest holiday gift shop yet. There's literally something for everyone on there. There's something for me, there's something for him, for the boys.
I can speak to that. There is so many cool things on there. When I was looking through the holiday gift shop, that I was like, I legitimately want this. I think my dad would love a lot of the stuff on there.
Same with mine.
Everybody, even pets. There's stuff for everybody on there. It's just the best. It's gonna make gift giving the easiest thing this season, and you will literally be everyone's favorite person because
you could literally just shop all your gifts from Skims this year. I feel like I'm wearing a blanket right now.
I feel like I'm in a cloud.
Yeah.
And I'm not exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating either. Everybody that has seen me in this has been like, where did you get that?
So do yourself a favor, guys, and go check it all out. Just click the link in the description. You will absolutely love everything on there. So will your family, whoever you're gifting it to, it is a slam dunk home run gifting option this holiday season. Anyways, let's get ready and head out because we have a lot of exploring to do.
We have a lot.
So this is casually the coolest city we've ever been to.
Yeah, we're already planning on how we're gonna move here.
Literally, we were walking around for obviously not enough time to form a full opinion, but Edinburgh is just so magical. I feel like I'm in a mythical land. But anyways.
I just accidentally tried this coffee before, cheersing you, and it's so good.
You broke the rule again. So this is called the Milkman, and supposedly it has the best coffee in Edinburgh. You know we have to start out with a cup of coffee. Let's see. I'm not cheersing you. You broke it.
It's so rude. We can cheers our food. That makes me feel better. So good.
Best coffee in Edinburgh so far. You don't agree?
Far.
We've only had one.
Well, it's true.
So we're gonna finish up here, and then we have plenty more exploring to do. We want to go to the Royal Mile, walk around.
I think we're at the start of it, so.
Oh yeah. I don't know the rules. I don't know. I don't know where we are yet, but I think this is the Royal Mile. I think.
The rules.
I think we started.
it's like Frozen.
I don't know why I did that.
We reached the end of the Royal Mile just in time for our reserved entrance time slot at the Edinburgh Castle, which we have been so excited to explore since arriving here. It feels like no matter where you are in this city, you can always see this beautiful castle in the sky, and the views from up here are absolutely incredible. And you guys know how one of our favorite things to do in a city is find the best view and just take it all in. As we walked around exploring more of the castle, we found ourselves constantly amazed by the fact that we were standing in actual history. Everything we were looking at was from centuries ago and still is standing. It's just so crazy to think of all of the history and important moments that have happened right here. Anyways, after exploring the grounds for quite a while, it was time to head to our dinner reservations at a spot we have been very excited for. And it's located just at the foot of Edinburgh Castle.
Hello. Thank you so much. When we were in Dublin and I got this haircut, my barber said this is the best restaurant he has ever had, and I'm very excited. Do you want to? Should I read a little bit of this?
Yeah.
So it says it was established over 40 years ago by James Thompson, and it gets its name from the many hundreds of witches burned at the stake on Castle Hill during the 16th and 17th centuries.
Wow.
The decor and everything, it's so like gothic and dark and moody.
It looks so nice. Everything is so cool.
I love it.
Me too.
Thank you. Thanks.
This morning we were in the mood for a cute little picnic, and you guys know that is one of our favorite things in the world. So we decided to check out Stockbridge Market, which was actually recommended by one of you guys. So thank you so much for the recommendation. Anytime we follow your recommendations, it is always the best. And it was definitely the case with this amazing market. We picked up some fresh fruits and this incredibly fresh made artisan jam. Then we approached this man that was dressed in a literal medieval robe who was selling mead, which is wine made from honey, and we knew we had to pick some up for the picnic. We also got a plant-based quiche, which sounded really interesting, and then we had to get some meat and cheese, of course, after trying as many as possible. Then we were still missing some bread and olives, which I finally recently converted Juan Marcel into liking. So we picked up some marinated olives and some sourdough bread, and we were finally on our way to our planned picnic spot nearby. In order to get there, we had to walk by this beautiful park on something called Water of Leith Walkway. This area was so beautiful, but there was nothing that could prepare us for how stunning what we were walking up to would be. It's called St. Bernard's Well, and it is literally something out of a fairy tale. I could not believe that we were lucky enough to sit here in such a beautiful spot for free and enjoy a picnic together.
We got such a good haul, you guys. Oh my gosh. I didn't know mead was wine made from fermented honey.
I honestly didn't know mead was a real thing.
You thought it was just like
from Harry Potter. Hogsmeade, right? Isn't that Hogsmeade?
No, Hogsmeade. Hogsmeade is the name of the place where they go get drinks. Mead is a real thing, but there is mead in like Skyrim, which is probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah, no, exactly. Skyrim.
The video game I played, which the guy who sold it to us pretty much looked like he was from that world.
He did.
He was the coolest.
He looked like a wizard, and I loved it.
Look at the picnic spot we're at. This is straight out of a fantasy novel.
It's so pretty.
I'm blown away by Edinburgh every day.
Me too.
We don't have any utensils.
We have no utensils, and...
Only the original utensils.
Yeah, my hands.
Your hands. We just had to use one of Rhylan's earrings to pierce a hole in this and open it.
This is what we're working with.
Wow. I love it.
Very rustic.
How's that salami? I'm curious how that's
So
going to be.
good.
Really? Look at this combo. This is a vegetarian quiche.
Salami, jam, cheese, bread.
Cheers, baby.
Oh.
You again? Again. Cheers. Cheers, you guys. Oh. Good. Take a sip of this.
Later that evening, we had pre-booked tickets at the famous Scotch Whisky experience. And although we aren't big Scotch or whiskey drinkers, we knew that this was a must while here in Edinburgh. This ended up being so much more than a normal tasting experience. It was so high-tech, informative, and entertaining. The entire experience had us walking from room to room with different immersive displays, each one taking us through the entire process of Scotch and whiskey making from beginning to end. Then came the main event, which was the tasting, of course. We were shown the proper process of tasting Scotch or whiskey, which was much more complicated than just drinking it, but it was so cool all trying to guess what notes we smelled or tasted, and I personally loved the chocolate pairing part, of course. Then finally we went into the last room, which was a vault of the largest Scotch and whiskey collection ever owned, which was one of the most impressive things ever. I mean, look at this room. We tasted more here and looked at the different fun bottles and just enjoyed the rest of the incredible experience together. And if you guys are ever in town, we cannot recommend this highly enough. It was amazing.
Thank you so much.
How is this real? Look how cute it is.
The prettiest thing I've seen in my life besides you.
Oh, that's very cute because this is very pretty.
Alright, we are set up on the cutest little table. Look at this.
It's a tree stump. I feel like a fairy.
Hot chocolate on a tree stump in the middle of Meadow Park. Yes, please.
I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
I don't want to tilt it and spill it, but we showed it earlier.
I need to try it.
I need to try it so bad.
That's the best hot chocolate I've ever had in my life.
We ran a poll on our Instagram story the other day of whether you guys believe me anymore when I say that something is the best thing I've ever tried. And the results were overwhelmingly no.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys...
You're notorious for like...
You do it too, though. I feel like I'm getting a bad rap.
We have recency bias. Like,
yeah.
This is the best hot chocolate I've ever had.
I brought that up to say that this is hands down the best hot chocolate I've ever had, and I know I will never have a better hot chocolate than this.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty fair to say. I mean,
So,
look at it.
Quote me on this. If we ever have hot chocolate again, and I say this is the new best hot chocolate, then you know I'm a liar.
Yeah.
Because this is the best.
Unless it gets better. You never know.
Maybe.
Never say never.
Never say never with us. Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Okay, so this is like so random. My name's Phoebe. I messaged you guys like a couple of years ago.
No way!
And I found your locks on the bridge in Paris before they took them
Oh,
down.
no way!
Oh my gosh!
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Do you mind being on the vlog?
No, I love it.
I just want... no, don't worry. I just want to have you come in here. Hi! Thank you so much. Guys, we love you so much. When you come up to us, I mean, it's been happening a little bit more frequently lately, and it's blowing us away. Like, we don't even know what to say. Every time that happens, I just hope that we fill you guys with as much joy and love in that moment as you do for us. Like, I want to cry.
I know, I'm like tearing, we're both tearing up.
Yeah, it's just really beautiful, so thank you.
That was amazing.
Anyways, I was going to say, this was recommended to us by Rosanna.
Yes.
And we want to thank her as well for all the great recommendations. You guys have been flooding us with recommendations in Edinburgh, so thank you as always. And we're headed to something right after this that a lot of you have said is amazing, which is Archer's Seat.
Yeah.
Or Archer's Chair.
No, Archer's Seat.
Okay, we're gonna hike up. It's already about sunset, so hopefully it still looks nice. But
I think it would be pretty with like the
glowy
building
lights and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So we're gonna go get a really killer view of this city.
By the time we reached the start of the hike to Arthur's Seat, we realized it had gotten way too dark and the trail had no lighting, so we decided to save it for another time and just wander around this magical city for our last night. We oftentimes talk about how much we love any given city that we visit, and that is truly how we feel, but we definitely want to take a moment to reflect and try to communicate just how special this city truly has been for us. After so many years of traveling full-time, we have seen a lot of cities in all different parts of the world. They all have unique characteristics for sure, but Edinburgh is so singular and so unique. That is really what has taken us by surprise. We have never been anywhere in the world that makes us feel like we are in a fairy tale every day that we leave the hotel room and just walk around. The city is so charming. At times we really feel that we are walking around on a movie set, while at the same time it still feels like a real city. We found ourselves imagining how special it must be to be one of the people on their daily commute to or from work. What does it feel like to have this enchanting city as the backdrop of your everyday life? We are just truly in awe of this place, and it feels that we have barely even scratched the surface. We have so much more that we want to explore here, so we will definitely be back. But we have an entire road road trip planned around the Scottish Highlands, which we actually start tomorrow. So thank you for hanging out with us for our first time in this magical city. We are so grateful for you guys and for these incredible experiences, and we cannot wait to share what is next with you guys. Until then, we love you so much, and we will see you in the next one.